Waynesboro residents will be going to the polls to choose the candidates of their choice on Tuesday, May 1st. Lisa Jeffers is the Director of Elections for the City of Waynesboro. Jeffers explained, although candidates are required to live in the ward they are representing, Waynesboro residents can vote at large.
Okay, the City of Waynesboro votes for City Council and School Board always in May, and we also vote at large, which means depending on what ward is on the ballot, the candidate that's offering for that position, whether it be Ward C City Council or Ward D City Council, they must live in that ward. However, Ward A, B, C, D get to vote on those city councils. That's why we're voting at large.
Jeffers says, as of now, there are only 54 absentee ballots out of 13,000 Waynesboro registered voters.
That's a pretty low number. When typically, if it's a governor's race or a November election, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 absentees is easy.
She says that's an indication of how low the turnout is expected to be tomorrow.
Normally, May elections are not high, heavy turnouts. I would say 4 years ago, which is the very same election, there was very little opposition. It was like 375 people voted out of about a little over 12,000 people registered. We have a little over 13,000 registered now. We have more opposition on this ballot and 2 specials. So this may add a little more to it. I've actually had some absentee voters ask me that when they came in. They realized, oh, I'm going to be out of town, but there is an election. And they've actually asked me, why are we doing this in May rather than November? So I basically just tell them they would have to ask City Council that because they're in charge of when they hold their elections.
Breaking Through News is posting a sample ballot for the City of Waynesboro general and special elections. It includes the City Council and School Board races. The polls open at 6 a.m. and close at 7 p.m.
Please bring a photo ID with you. If you don't have one of the many acceptable forms of photo ID, they can always come to my office. I can make them a photo ID temporary for the day that they'll go back to the polls and show, and then they'll get the permanent one that is good forever in the mail about a couple weeks later.
The winners of the 2018 Waynesboro City Elections will take office on July 1st. The council seats have a 4-year term, and there is no limit of how many times a candidate can run for office. In Waynesboro, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.